Martha had asked us, Joe and I, to do a lockdown testimony to put a wee bit of context into our experience, to go back a wee bit of history. As many of you will know, that just about 2 years before lockdown, Joe was diagnosed with osteoarthritis of the hip. But as time went on, and especially leading up to lockdown, the pain was really bad, the stiffness, the discomfort. He couldn't really walk from the house to the car, difficulty in sleeping. He didn't have a night where he had a full night's sleep. So that affected him mentally, because he was tired most of the day. But in February of this year, he had a consultation. The consultant was very, very good. Referred him for the operation. Before we came into lockdown, he actually had an appointment for a pre-assessment, which was encouraging. But of course, lockdown came along and the appointment for the pre-assessment was cancelled. So lockdown for us, as a family, we decided that the rest of the family would do the shopping for us, and we basically isolated ourselves, although we weren't shielding, but just because I'm prone to chest infections, and they thought it would be wise if we just stayed in the house, and they did the shopping for us. And fortunately, the weather is mostly, as you know, that the weather initially was quite nice, so we're fortunate enough to have a nice garden. So the nice days we're out in the garden, and although we were allowed a daily walk, the walks became too difficult because of Joe's limitations. But throughout the 12 weeks that we self-isolated, and just it upset me to see how difficult things were for Joe. But the thing that came through to me most was that I felt that God was continually saying, it'll be in my timing. So when I felt really upset and really dark, and if Joe could just get this operation, things would be so much better. Then I just kept reminding myself that it'll be in God's timing. And also Psalm 27 verse 14 says, wait patiently for the Lord, take heart and wait patiently. And that helped me to get through the time as well. When we started being able to have the family in the house and hug the grandchildren, that was great. And in fact, we were out one day with Katie and Adam, and Joe got a phone call on his mobile, but I'll let him take over from this point.
Yeah, it came as a big surprise. I kind of had it in mind that it probably wasn't going to happen this year at all. So, as Francis said, and kept saying, it'll be in God's time. God will have the timing and control. And he certainly did, because the day that Francis was talking about, I got a phone call, and it was a nurse at the other end. Said, I believe you're quite willing to take a cancellation. Says, well, we've got one in that you could get the 25th August, I think it was, 25th August, which was 2 weeks away. Are you quite willing to take that? I said, oh, definitely. I was really positive about it. I explained to her I was positive, and I just wanted to get things back to normal as quick as I could. So, anyway, that was us having to go on another 2 weeks shielding experience right away. So that was fine. I was able to go a couple of times to get a COVID test and a pre-assessment, which took a whole day as well. So that that all went fine. I was lucky than most because the other people that were there they had to cancel their operations because the pre-assessment didn't go very well, but mine did. So anyway, something like 10 days after the pre-assessment, I had the operation, and it was a big success. I didn't feel like it did it right after it. I must admit, the first few hours I felt really quite awful, but things gradually get better, and the next day things are a bit more positive, although they said I think it would be too early to let you out, let you go home. Thinking maybe I would be disappointed, and I said, you know something, I'm really happy about that because I don't really feel I want to go home feeling the way I do. I'd rather be able to feel a difference, and that happened. The next day, from the moment I woke up, I felt so positive. I knew I would have a difficult day with the physios, and they'll put me through my paces before they let me home, and everything went fantastic, brilliant. And I got home later that day. First of all, I was walking with a Zimmer in the ward, but after about an hour, I was walking with the sticks up and down the stairs. That all went brilliant. And I come home. I think I lasted with the 2 sticks for a day, and I went down to 1 stick. And then the following day, I was outside with the 1 stick. 2 days later, that would be the Monday. I felt absolutely fantastic. I just felt as if there was a power, energy going right through me. And I started walking about the living room in here without my sticks. But just then I got a phone call, and it was a nurse doing a follow-up phone call for me, see how I was getting on. I said, oh, fantastic, really good. I've got no pain whatsoever, and I'm feeling brilliant. I said, to be honest, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I said, I've started walking about the house without sticks. And she told me, no, we'll encourage that, but just be careful. I said, oh, definitely. So I started going out again, walking outside myself. I was starting to feel positive and confident that I could do things. And within a day, I started getting a wee bit cheeky with it, and walking outside without the stick. I took it with me just as an insurance policy more than anything else, and things just went better and better every day after that. Things just I seem to get stronger, and within another few days, I would say about 10 days after my operation, I was walking somewhere in the region of nearly 5 miles. And I just thought it was unbelievable how quickly I'd got back to that stage. But I think I know it was through a lot of prayers that I had been getting. I know a lot of people in church were saying prayers for me, and I felt them working, because I felt these powers came through me, the strength, the energy just came through, and it's helped me go through right until now. But I better stop now because I could go on and on. But I just want to thank you all for your prayers, and I want to thank all the doctors and nurses at the hospital for everything they've done for me. And hopefully that's me on the road to being my old self again.
And we just both want to thank God, and the experiences led us to prove that God's timing is the best timing.
Amen.
Amen.